Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bushnell Prairie City High Schools. We're here for senior night for the Spartans of Bushnell Prairie City here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Well, we attempted to be on for the 7th grade regional championship game in Colchester. Had a couple issues with that. I apologize for everybody that was trying to watch that. We have been recording it, I'm told. So we will put that on as soon as we can get a chance to do that, hopefully immediately following after the games tonight. Ethan will work on that. Unsure what the audio problem was, but the internet issue we worked on this morning, thought we had it fixed. Apparently we did not. So we're here for Bushnell Prairie City and Ridgewood JV basketball to start the things off with tonight. We'll take a short break. Be right back with the tip-off right after this.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance
in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Coach Tony Akers getting ready to drag the balls off the floor that they've been warming up with, and we're ready to go with JV action here tonight.
Ridgewood possession to start the contest.
So it is Ridgewood basketball to start the contest here for Ridgewood. On the floor is number 5, Brooke Jackson. Number 3, Kendall Lewis. Also number 10, Lauren Anderson. Did he get it? And a foul and a basket for Kylie Norris. So we're trying to get somebody logged on here. Looks like fouls on. Well, I'm in varsity, so I got the wrong players. Works better if I get on the right sheet. I apologize. Kylie Norris's free throws off, no good. Maya Brown gets the foul. Her first, team's first. Three on the way by Sierra Clark. Shot no good. And they're going to set things back up. Madison McGrew is not here tonight for BPC. Both these teams are Spartans, in case everybody at home is wondering how we're going to do this. So it'll probably be Ridgewood and BPC most of the night. As Emily Hickenbottom gets it from Norris and goes back up the other way. 4:56 to go here in the first quarter. Gilfillan with the shot. Sickles with the putback. It's off no good. And going back the other way with it is Carmen Stahl for the Ridgewood Spartans. Now a jumper from the free throw line. Bank shot is good for number 13, who I don't have on my JV roster. I'm going to say number 13 must be Bella Tucker. Two-2's the score. And double dribble on BPC's Elizabeth Suter. So it'll be back to Ridgewood. 4:21 to go in the first quarter. 2-2 is the score. Down the corner it goes to Brinley Wirt. Back out to the wing it goes. A 3 on the way, no good. That was Stahl on the shot. Gilfillan's going to take it back the other way for the Spartans of BPC. And then Norris is going to be called for a travel, another turnover. We're still tied at 2s, 3:59 to go in the first quarter. Stahl's going to bring it up for Ridgewood. Right side it goes to Clark. Down low it goes to number 13 again. I didn't write her name down earlier, Bella Tucker. And another turnover for BPC, and they go back to the Ridgewood Spartans. I about said to the Spartans, but if I say Spartans, we'll not know who we're talking about until you look on the screen and see. So down low it goes to Wirt, back out to Brown. Her three is good. Maya Brown has three, and it's a 5-2 lead for Ridgewood. And they're going to call Suter for a push. It'll be her first, team's first. One foul apiece. 5-2 is the score. 3:11 to go in the first quarter. Hickenbottom's going to take a seat. Anna Curley's going to take her spot and a COVID/mask timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Welcome back. Still having a hard time comprehending a 90-second media timeout, so I apologize about that. We are back underway. Didn't miss anything, though, just the ball coming down the floor. Wirt's going to have it taken away by Gilfil, and she's going to beat everybody down the floor. Layup is off, no good, and she's going to be hammered by Maya Brown. It'll be her second. It is on Brown, her second, team second.
Brown, her second, team second.
2 free throws coming for number 20, Elizabeth Gilfillan. First one was no good. Checking in for the Ridgewood Spartans is Miranda Reed. Makes the score 5-3. Shot off the backboard hard. Rebounded by Anna Curley. She's going to get it up to Suter, who saves it in. A nice pass to Norris, and her shot's up and in, and we're knotted at 5. And a timeout charge to Ridgewood, a full timeout. I want to thank Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the Bank of Friendly Service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. And Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell has a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy your shortened athletic campaign. And Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell, for over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. Stop by the main branch of 44 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. So out of the timeouts, it is BPC and Ridgewood, both the Spartans, tied at 5. As everybody joked before the game, the Spartans are going to win tonight, one way or another. And they have Spartans and Arwood on the board, so they can keep them track. End of the game also is number 32, Shania Brown. Suter over there guarding now number 42, Becca Lindsay, who's in the game. And Norris is going to pick up the foul as she tried to get into the passing lane, didn't quite get there, and it's a foul for BPC, her first, team second. 2:10 to go here in the first quarter. 5-5 is the score. It is senior night. We will take a break after the JV game, and then we will come back to do the varsity game. And at the beginning of that varsity game, we will have the recognition of all the senior girls on the basketball team. And I do believe we're going to talk to most of them after the game as well. Coach Akers told me he'd bring them up with him. So Suter on the drive baseline goes to Anna Curley, just pushed number 24. That is Madison Harrell to the ground, and it went out of bounds off Harrell. I don't know how that was not a foul, but now Jaitlin Sickles has it inside on a nice inlet pass from Curley, and Jaitlin Sickles has her first bucket of the day and gives her team a 7-5 lead. That's Kira Meserly who lost it there, and now it's going to be Curley who's going to go down the floor to Gilfillan. Gilfillan is going to go to Sickles, over to Suter. Suter for a jump shot, off no good. Rebound fought over by a couple of Spartans, and then Curley maybe is going to get the reaching foul. We'll see. It is Anna Curley, her first, team's third.
Team second.
BPC has 3 team fouls, 2 team fouls for Ridgewood. Stahl back in, going to bring the ball up the floor. She's going to go to a cutting Wirt. Wirt's jumper is good, and we're knotted back at 7.
Ridley, Wirt.
Norris with it. Has it stripped away by Wirt. She gets it out to Clark. 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Wirt with it. She's guarded down there by Emma Taylor. Now, Clark. No, it was actually down there. It was Stahl. She started to pass it and then couldn't, so then she had to throw it back as Jill Miller is in the game as well with 33 seconds to go for BPC. 30 seconds left now. Suter with it to Miller. Miller gets it after a hard rocket pass. Now it goes back to Suter. Now out to Miller. Miller looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Gonna give it to Taylor. We're down to 18 seconds. Now to Suter. Suter on the dribble. Is going to give it to Miller. Miller's going to look at the 3. It's off, no good. She had a foot on the line. It's going to go back the other way with Stahl. Suter cuts her off. Then Wirt's going to have it. Nobody stops her right to the lane. Somehow she missed the layup on the floor. Shots back up again. Wirt gets another rebound, and that one's, all they're saying it's good, but I thought that was a little late, but they said it was good. So Brinley Wirt is going to get her 4th point and give her team a 9-7 lead here at the end of the first quarter.
9-7 in favor of Ridgewood.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter here, 9-7. Ridgewood with the lead. Jilly Miller with it. She's going to give it to Norris. Norris on the drive now. Right into the lane she goes, unabated, and she's going to get a bucket, and we're tied one more time as Norris gets her 6th point of the game. Down low, it's to Clark, and she gets a bucket. 11-9 is the score, just underway in the second quarter. Stahl ends up with it. Oh, that's going to leave a mark as Suter fell hard in the front court there. Curley's going to come up with it, outlets it to Suter, and Suter takes it back the other way. She's got Jilly Miller wide open, and now Norris with it. Norris is going to go to the lane. Her shot's off no good, gets her own rebound. And a jump ball, and it'll be possession to Ridgewood. Checking in for the Spartans is going to be number 20, Elizabeth Gilfillan. And Jaitlin Sickles checking in. I don't know who she's taking out. Kylie Norris, it looks like. Three on the way is an air ball. That was Reed on a shot. Taylor was there for the rebound. A pseudo rebound. Gilfillan pulls up jumper from the right elbow is off, no good. Tucker's going to track it down and give it back to her squad. That's Ridgewood. They lead 11-9 here over BPC. Both teams are the Spartans. Tucker's three is short. And Clark's going to knock it away out of bounds. They go back to BPC. Ball went all the way down. Devin Raleigh runs down and grabs it. Comes back up. Officials in this contest, I believe, all night long are James Cahill, Wilbert Johnston, and the aforementioned Devin Raleigh. Curley with it. We're down to 4:10 to go here in quarter number 2. Miller with it, and she gets called for the travel as she switched pivot feet. Now Kylie Norris is going to check in. Going to replace Emma Taylor, and Emily Hickenbottom going to check in and replace Anna Curley. We call 30-second timeout charge to Ridgewood. And it is not time yet, 4 seconds shy of the media timeout. So we'll tell you that Webb Family Farms brings you this contest. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. And Country Financial agent Shelley Post, and see Shelley at Country Financial to learn more about ways to protect the things that mean the most in your life and get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Shelley Poston today at Country Financial, 309-772-3003. Clark going to inbound now. She's going to give it to Stahl. 3:56. Next dead ball should be a COVID/media timeout. Stahl is going to pull up, and jumper's no good. Miller with the rebound. She's going to get it out to Norris. Norris is going to back things out a little bit. Now she looks to drive, pulls it out. Has it knocked away, gets it back, and she'll set things back up. And in that time, it's going to be a foul called on Miranda Reed, her first, team's third. It's the first foul to a player not named Brown in the first half. 3 team fouls apiece for these two squads. Kylie Norris going to drive. Dump it out to Miller. Miller for 3. It's going to be off, no good. A couple Spartans of the BPC variety fighting for it, and it's going to be picked up off the floor by Clark and go back the other way. Timeout on the floor is going to be charged to the media. I guess that would, for lack of a better term, is us. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
Welcome back to TSSR Live, presented by MDH. This game being brought to you by Bushnell's only furniture store, M&B Furniture. They'll be celebrating their 60th anniversary in June. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and the best in-home appliance repair in the area. For everything you need to furnish a new home or just to replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street in Bushnell, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. And it's BPC basketball out of the timeout. And it's going to be off of BPC, stepping out of bounds. So it'll be there's Tucker with a putback attempt. It's off, no good. Ball's going to be picked up by Norris finally. Gilfillan for the shot. It's off, no good. She's going to finally get the ball back after it was tipped around a few times. Picks it up, and she's going to have it taken away by Clark, and then Gilfillan is going to pick up a reach-in foul. Her first, team's fourth. 2:42 to go here in the first half.
20, Elizabeth Gilfillan. Her first. Team at Clark. Into Ridgewood, 32. Shania Brown at a 44. Kira Messerly.
Clark's going to bring it up. Stahl with it now. Madison Harrell. It's going to go off of Stahl, out of bounds. Possession to BPC, and Emily Hickenbottom got a shot. I believe it was from Harrell. Still 11-9. BPC trails the Spartans of Ridgewood. Now, Norris is going to give it to Hickenbottom. Hickenbottom gets knocked around, and it's finally going to go off of Hickenbottom. Oh, I guess not. They're going to say it's white ball. I thought that was Hickenbottom that threw that out, but apparently it was not. So it'll be Jill Miller to inbound with 2:14 to go here in the first half. She tries to get it into Norris. Jump ball should be called, and it finally is. Possession to BPC.
Jump ball second to Bushnell Prairie City.
And again, Miller trying to force it into Norris. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. 2:08 remaining here. That should have been over and back. Gilfillan's going to stop and pop. And she knots it again at 11. Jalen Sickles with the turnover steal. Miller with it now. She's going to push it back the other way. She's going to stop, set things up, give it to Norris. 1:40 remaining in the first half. Miller with the steal as Ridgewood had it for a second. Now Sickles is going to turn and throw it up. Off, no good. Rebound over there by number 32, Shania Brown. Knocked out of bounds by BPC. 11-11, 1:24 to go here in
Also checking in number 15, Emma Taylor.
quarter number 2. Emma Taylor checking in. Anna Curley in as well, I do believe. So it's Suter, Curley, Taylor, Norris, and Gilfillan on the floor for the BPC Spartans. Clark has it up top. It's Clark, Harrell, Stahl, Meserly, and number 32, that's Brown. And a timeout's going to be called. It's a full timeout. That's their third timeout of the half. They're down to just 2. Full timeout charge to Ridgewood. Helping to bring you this contest is Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking. They can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis at Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-1100. 3333. And Square Music Company. Square Music Company offers instruments, gear, lessons, service on those instruments, and more. Located at 122 Northside Square in Macomb. Call the Macomb store at 309-431-5484. You can also visit the Quincy location at 725 North Hampshire Street. You can also find them online at squaremusic.com. So we're knotted at 11 here, 56.5 seconds left. Not a whole lot of offense here, a lot of turnovers. Haven't been keeping track of turnovers, but I would venture a guess that both teams probably almost have as many turnovers as they have points here in the first half. 53 seconds here in the JV game, first half. Stahl with it, 48 seconds. Goes back into Stahl, nice cut across to Meserly, that she loses it to Harrell, who misses a shot. Gilfillan has it, and then she tries to go down to Suter. It was tipped by Stahl, but Suter does come up with it finally. Goes to Norris, top of the key on the dribble, right side. Nope, and she's going to get called for a travel as she switched her pivot feet or drug her pivot foot, one or the other. She looked at Curley initially and then didn't think she could get it. Then she tried to throw it across to Suter, and that pass was even more covered than the first one that she attempted was. So Stahl with it, 20 seconds remaining. She looks down to Clark. Clark has it kicked by Gilfillan, who knew she should have been called for a kick and kind of just didn't go after it anymore. And it went out of bounds, and possession to Ridgewood, 15.9 seconds left. Stahl with it. Down to Clark. Clark loses it, gathers it back up, gives it to Stahl. Stahl puts up a jumper from about 18 feet. It's an air ball. 7 seconds left. Norris with it back the other way. She's going to go to Suter. Suter's left-handed layup is good. And that's how we'll end the first half of play. Elizabeth Suter will get her first bucket, and BPC will take their first lead of the quarter right at the buzzer. And it's 13-11 at the end of the first half. So Mr. Jones gave us a new halftime to play for the varsity game, but I thought maybe we'd just play the original halftime. I don't know if we've played it for a JV game, so you folks listen home. The BPC Pep Band unable to be here at the Pep Band or at the basketball games, so the next best thing is having a halftime produced and played by the BPC Pep Band in their room, and it's got live video. It's got audio and video with it. So we'll step aside, let you guys listen to the Pep Band here at the half on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 13-11, BPC leads Ridgewood. All right, welcome back to BPC High School. Thank you to the BPC Pep Band for giving our folks at home a little halftime entertainment. Getting ready to start the second half of play. 4 points for Brinley Wirt to lead the Ridgewood Spartans. 6 points for Kylie Norris to lead BPC. 3 points for Gilfillan, 2 points for Suter, and 2 points for Sickles. There's also 2 points for Clark, 3 for Maya Brown, and 2 for Bella Tucker for Ridgewood. As we're just about ready to get underway with second half action. 13-11 is the score. BPC leads the Ridgewood Spartans here in the third quarter. Nobody's in foul trouble to speak of. Everybody, in fact, only 2 free throws shot the whole first half, and just as I said that, we're going to get 2 as Elizabeth Suter is going to pick up her second foul, team's first of the second half. And the first free throw of the game coming for the Ridgewood Spartans. Stahl will shoot 2. First one is good. Second one's in and out, no good. Norris with the rebound. She might well have traveled with that before she put it down, and she loses it. Goes to Suter, though. Sickles sets a nice little pick. Suter all the way around, and then just lobs it out of bounds as she was, I think, trying to get it to Hickenbottom. But it's a turnover and goes back to Ridgewood. Clark with it. Wirt goes down looking for Stahl, but goes right past her to Norris. Norris is going to get a charge. That's a good call.
Offensive foul.
Second foul on Norris.
Offensive foul.
Her team second.
Norris, her second. Team second.
Still 13. Oop, I forgot to put the point up, Ridgewood fans. I'm sorry. It's 13-12. 5:17 to go here in quarter number 3. Wirt has it. Now she goes to Brown, to Clark. 5:05 remaining. Not a whole lot of looking, and now her pass from Wirt to Brown taken away by Gilfillan, and it's outletted to Norris, and BPC will set up the offense. A whole lot of movement towards the basket for Ridgewood that time. Now Higginbottom's pass is tipped away by Brown, finally picked up by Wirt, and Stahl's going to take it back the other way. Stahl goes down to Clark, almost hit Tucker in the back of the head with it. Free throw line jumper by Brown is off, no good. Hickenbottom had it momentarily, and it's going to finally go back in, save back into Hickenbottom. She's going to try to get it to Sickles, and then it's going to be picked up by Tucker. And Hickenbottom is going to pick up the foul, I do believe. It is foul number 1 on Hickenbottom, team foul number 3 for BPC.
Emily Hickenbottom, her first, team third.
The Ridgewood Spartans are leading the scoring here in the second half, 1-0. Make it 3-0. Nope, it's out. No good. Tipped around. Oh, well, that will make it. Nope. Norris is going to come down with it. But the BPC Spartans are leading the turnovers 3-0. And then an easy look for Norris. Nothing won't fall. Now it's going to be outletted to Stahl. Stahl's left-handed layup is good. And a lead for the Ridgewood Spartans. Brown has it taken away, and they're going to call a foul. They were pushing on her a long time before they finally called it. It's going to be on number 20, Gilfillan.
Spartan personal foul, 20, Elizabeth
her second, team's fourth.
Team 4, number 12.
I don't think that was really the right person to call that on, but there was a foul there. I'd give him that. So 14-13, 4 minutes exactly remaining, not quite to the COVID timeout. Brown with it is Curley almost picked up a foul. Wirt with it to Stahl. 3:45 remaining in the third quarter. Now Tucker. Tucker on the dribble. One dribble, gives it to Clark now. There's a little cut to the basket by Wirt. Nothing doing though. Tucker's down there on the block now, posting up on Sickles. Sickles knocks it away. Now it goes down to Stahl. Stahl has her shot blocked by Anna Curley, and it goes back the other way for BPC. Out to Sickles. Sickles gets it, runner, and it's good. Caitlin Sickles getting down the floor. And BPC has their first bucket of the half and retakes the lead, 15-14. Brown with it now. 3:08 to go, and to a cutting Clark. Picked up by Hickenbottom. Now Stahl. It's blocked again by Curley. That's 2 blocks for Curley. And then I think Tucker is going to pick up the foul. It is.
Ridgewood foul number 13. Heidi Leander, her first. Team first.
Oh, Heidi Leander is who 13 is. She's not wearing number 52. I apologize. We are at the media timeout, COVID timeout. So we'll give her her foul and her points from earlier. Heidi Leander. I had her down as 52. She's wearing 13 tonight. I apologize. At any rate, it is 15-14. BPC with the lead. We're bringing you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. So we'll be Ridgewood basketball out of the dead ball media timeout. I guess it's going to be BPC basketball, excuse me. Hickenbottom will inbound it to Gilfillan. And it's 2:58 remaining. Hickenbottom with it now. She's going to try to get it to Gilfillan, and it's going to be taken away, picked up by Hickenbottom. Curley with it now to Miller. Miller from about 17 or 18 feet. It's off no good. Sickles had the rebound, lost it on the floor. Now Curley goes down after it, gets it back, and a timeout is going to be called by BPC. Pretty sure that was Coach Akers that called that. Timeout, the first of the game for the
30-second timeout.
BPC Spartans, a 30-second timeout. I'm going to bring you this contest also is United Community Bank. United Community Bank services are designed to keep you in the game when you are on the go. With online and mobile banking that's nothing but net, to friendly services you can count on from the leader of community banking. Choosing UCB is always a slam dunk. Visit a location near you with branches in Bushnell, Colchester, and 2 in Macomb. UCB is a member FDIC. Miller to inbound, 3-4. Finally gets it into Suter with 2:40 remaining in the third quarter. It's a 15-14 game. Gilfillan with a shot. It's off no good. Leander with the rebound, and it goes back down the floor to Wirt. Wirt has it knocked out of bounds by Curley, I believe. Norris is going to check back in, replacing Jaitlin Sickles this time. 2:27 to go here in the third quarter. Ridgewood with the basketball trailing by 1, 15-14. If you're a Spartans fan, usually we have Spartans on the, there's a shot up there by Brown. It's off no good, rebounded by Suter. Usually we have Spartans in the scoreboard, but tonight both teams are Spartans, so we decided to put team names in there instead. Or school names, I should say. And after a fiasco on the floor, Brown's going to take it back the other way. Curley gives her a little elbow, and Anna Curley is going to pick up the foul. It's her second, team's 5th of the second half already.
20, Elizabeth Gilfillan. Her third.
Maya Brown is going to be at the free throw line shooting 2. Her team trails by 1. Free throw is good. We're tied at 15 apiece. Second free throw is good as well. Gives her team the lead at 16-15. Ridgewood is 3 of 4 here in the third quarter from the free throw line. Suter's jumper is off, an air ball, and it's going to be saved inbounds. Leander's going to come up with it. She's going to outlet it, and it's going to be Norris who finally comes down with it. Going to give it to Gilfillan to Norris. Norris is going to pull up from about 10 feet. Her jumper's off, no good. Ball's tipped around. Finally to Gilfillan, and it's going to be off of Ridgewood out of bounds. Possession to BPC. They trail by 1, 16-15. Oh, Suter's jumper is good. And her team leads again, 17-16. And a travel as the step through was a little too literal that time for Maya Brown. She was double or triple teamed down there and stepped through it, but then she brought the other foot through as well. So it's 17-16, BPC with the lead. Norris goes to the hoop, blocked by Leander, out of bounds, possession to BPC. 55.9 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Into Emma Taylor it comes. She's on the dribble, out to Suter. Suter will try a three. It's good. Give her 5 points. And a 4-point lead for BPC. Now Leander's going to drive. Her shot's off, no good. Rebound to Taylor, and she's getting tied up. Stolen away by Leander. It had to be a jump ball. Now they're going to call a foul on Suter. That'll be her third.
32, Elizabeth
Team
Suter.
foul number 6.
That's her third, team at 6.
All in the third quarter here as we got 31.5 seconds left. Anna Curley is going to check back in for Suter. Anna Curley in for Suter, who sits with 3 fouls with 31.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Inbounded it comes. It's going to be Maya Brown with it. 3 on the way is in and out, no good. Tipped around, picked up by Gilfillan, and then we're going to call a foul. Going to call it on Maya Brown. It'll be her third.
Brown, her third, team second. Jacqueline Sickles is back in the Spartan lineup.
Team second of the second half. Stahl checking in for the Ridgewood Spartans. 22.7 seconds left. Full court pressure here for the Ridgewood Spartans. To Miller. Miller to Curley. Curley down to Sickles. Sickles jumper's off, no good. Taylor with the rebound. She's blocked. Going to try it up again. Nope, she's going to get it to Gilfillan. 9 seconds left. Over to Sickles. Sickles to Curley. Curley now is going to give it to Miller. Her jumper is long. Taylor with the rebound, and it's going to go to Gilfillan. It's no good. And that's how we'll end quarter number 3, 20-16. BPC leads Ridgewood. We'll be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. JV contest here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. (20-16) is the score.
It'll be Bushnell Prairie City possession to start the court. Into their lineup, 32.
20-16, helping to bring this contest is MTC Communications. Having slow and unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communications offers lightning fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough County, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfinder.com to check your availability. So BPC starts the fourth quarter with the ball, and I'm not real sure who that was going to as Anna Curley kind of smiles. It went well too far over Jill Miller's head and way too far away from Emma Taylor. Just slipped out of the hand a little bit, I think, right there. So turn over to Ridgewood. Ridgewood trails by 4. Shots up, off, no good. And we're going to get a push. Jill Miller with the rebound. 42, I believe, to Becca Lindsay.
42, Becca Lindsay.
Her first, team's third. Ridgewood is in the bonus the entire fourth quarter here. Now Sickles with it's going to spin, throw it up. Off, no good. Rebound to Clark. Clark's going to outlet it to Stahl. Stahl's going to get the layup. Off, no good. Sickles gets down for the rebound. Can't curl it, but it's going to be to Taylor. Taylor now has it knocked away, but it does go out of bounds to the BPC Spartans. 5:09 to go in the basketball game. BPC leads 20-16. Ridgewood does have 2 timeouts. That's what the yellow marks are on the bottom of the screen. Gilfillan with it from about 13 feet. Her jumper is good. And the biggest lead of the game for BPC is 6. 22-16 is the score. There's Meserly with it. Now she's going to go to Yarborough. Alexia Yarborough down to Meserly, and it's thrown off of Gilfillan, picked up by Curley. Finally gets back to Gilfillan and goes back the other way for BPC. 4:30 remaining here in the basketball game. Curley for 3. It rattles around, bounces off. Meserly with the rebound. She gives it to Stahl, and they'll go back the other way as Leander, Brown, and others getting ready to check back in for Ridgewood. And then Suter, Norris, and Hickenbottom ready to check in for BPC. Going to be a 3-on-3 switch here at the break. Next break, basket by Yarborough is good. Stops the bleeding, so to speak. It's 22-18. Gilfillan with it. Now to Curley. Curley will try another 3. That one was a little farther off than the last. It's going to go off Meserly out of bounds. And as I said, those 6 players we mentioned, including Wirt, Leander, and Brown for the Ridgewood Spartans, and Norris, Hickenbottom, and Suter for the BPC Spartans, all checking into the contest. 3:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. Forcing that inbounds pass has happened way too many times tonight. Now Brown's going to drive in. Will be blocked by Gilfillan, and it should have been a block call probably, but they're letting a lot of stuff go here. 3:46 to go in the basketball game. It's 22-18, as you can see on the screen. And a 5-second violation as Brown couldn't find anywhere to go with it. And it's a possession back to BPC. They lead by 4 here in the fourth quarter. Suter with it, 3:37 to go. Norris now drives. She's going to be fouled by Leander. It'll be Leander's second. Norris will be shooting the first free throws of the second half for BPC. It's just the third and fourth free throws of the contest coming for BPC. There's only been 4 shot for the Ridgewood Spartans as well. Missed the first one, did Norris. And the second one rattles out as well. Wirt with the rebound. She gets it out to Clark, and we'll go back the other direction with 3:30 remaining. Stahl to Brown. Brown puts up the leaner. It's off, no good. Norris had the rebound, lost it. They're going to outlet it to Suter. It bounces off her leg. She finally gathers things back up, and we'll go back the other direction. BPC with the basketball in the lead. Gilfillan, another jumper from the free throw line. It's off, no good. Stahl gets it off the tip from Sickles, outletted to Wirt. And Hickenbottom's going to pick up the foul. It'll be her second, team 7th. Going to give 2 free throws, though, to Carmen Stahl.
Her second, team 7th.
And it's going to be the media/COVID timeout with 3 minutes remaining in the basketball game. We'll take a break as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. I'm going to bring you tonight's contest, Community News Brief. The Community News Brief is a free publication distributed at over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, Adair, and several other towns throughout the area. Provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or to get advertising information for the locally owned publication, contact Lynn at 309-333-8245, or you can email communitybrief@gmail.com. So at the free throw line to shoot 2 is Wirt. I thought the one in bonus is what they said, but I thought it would have been 2. She missed the one in bonus. Still 22-18. Thought they were going to shoot 2 was Wirt, but apparently they said it was on the floor. Norris is going to knock it out of bounds. Possession back to Ridgewood. 2:55 remaining. 5 seconds, the ball was knocked out of bounds twice after the missed free throw by Wirt. And then on the inbound, now Clark has it, top of the key. Skips it over to Wirt. 2:45 remaining. Still a 4-point game, BPC with the lead. Leander, nice little move around Norris, and she gets the bucket to fall.
Heidi Leander.
Closes the lead to 2. 22-20. Hickenbottom with it. Out to Suter. 2:22 to go in the basketball game. Skips it over to Sickles. Now back to Hickenbottom. Back to Suter. 2:15 to go. Not sure who Sickles was trying to pick there, and then Suter's going to throw it away. It's going to be picked up by Brown, finally by Leander, and given to Clark, and comes back the other way. A chance to tie it or take a lead here with 2 minutes remaining. Brown with it. Gets this ball up off the rim, and then a bunch of contact after the shot. And I think they're going to call Suter for the foul. It'll be her 4th. It is on Suter. Foul number 4.
Foul 32, Elizabeth Suter. That's her 4th.
Team foul number 8. Free throw line shooting the one in bonus will be Sierra Clark. I said they hadn't shot any free throws in the first half. They're making up for it here in the second. Free throws in and out, no good. And then Sickles and Norris fight over it, lose it out of bounds. Possession back to Ridgewood. We're still at 22-20. 1:49 remaining in the basketball game. This has got long written all over it on these final couple of minutes here. Leander with it, has it knocked away, and then Gilfillan just throws it out after stealing it, and it threw it right to Clark. Or was that Clark? No, it was actually Stahl. Stahl's going to get it into Clark. Over far side to Brown with 1:40 remaining. Her team still trails by 2, does Ridgewood. BPC has led for much, or the entire second half, minus 1 point here or there. As they, what do we call, jump ball possession BPC. They did switch the lead back and forth a couple times early in the third quarter, but then BPC kind of took control and has led since then. They had a 6-point lead at one point here in the fourth quarter. Now Wirt is going to foul. It's going to be on Wirt, her first. Team's 4th. Team 5th, according to Jake. So I missed one there somewhere. I apologize.
Jump ball to Ridgewood.
Jump ball on the inbound. Possession back to Ridgewood. 22-20 still the score. 1:24 remains now. Into Leander. Leander's shot's blocked by Sickles. Sickles picks it up. Has it knocked away, and then is going to almost trail it out of bounds. Finally gets it to Gilfillan. Gilfillan's going to get it across half court. Had Hickenbottom, and she threw it too late. Clark's going to come up with it and lose it out of bounds, though. Possession stays to BPC. 22-20, 1:08 to go, and the last game of the year is looking a little more like the first here for BPC. They're struggling taking care of the basketball. And then it was knocked back at Hickenbottom, and she couldn't get out of the way, and it's possession back to Ridgewood. Wirt with it. Gives it to Stahl and to Leander. Leander drives and then loses it off her foot after getting it knocked away by Sickles. And it's 50.1 seconds, 22-20. BPC still with the lead. They have given Ridgewood ample opportunity to take advantage and take a lead here, but neither team's really been very good at taking advantage of opportunities. Sickles now, a nice pass from Suter. Sickles can't get the easy shot to fall. And it's going to go off of Sickles out of bounds. Possession back to Ridgewood with 38.6 seconds remaining. This has got overtime written all over it here, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. Clark with it now is going to take a timeout, a full timeout charge to Ridgewood. It'll be their fourth. They'll have one left. Also hoping to bring you this contest is JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. All the events on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Hopefully they're there watching us as we speak. That'll be our post-game show, and hopefully that'll be just a few seconds. Want to say hi to Donna Giles, watching again tonight in Belfair, Washington. She's one of our regulars, so thank you, Donna, for joining us again tonight here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And Jaitlin Sickles, you can see her over there on the bench. She looks like she's a little wore out, trying to get some oxygen in the old body as we get ready to go. 36.7 seconds. 22-20 is the score. And BPC is leading Ridgewood. You'll see BPC and Ridgewood on the scoreboard all night because both are the Spartans. Brown inbounds to Leander. Leander goes to Brown. Brown shots off, no good. Tipped around, picked up off of Brown, out of bounds. Possession to BPC with 30.3 seconds remaining. Hickenbottom's going to try to get it inbound. She wanted the ball when nobody was down there to guard anybody. She's going to get it to Sickles. Sickles is going to go back to Hickenbottom, and she just traveled with it, and they didn't call it. And she traveled with it again. She got away with the first one. 24.1 seconds left. Clark now to Stahl. 20 seconds remaining. Stahl guarded by Hickenbottom. She's going to push over. Yeah, she did too. Hickenbottom did a good job. That's a prime example right there, folks, of when you don't have to be set. You just have to have possession. She was straight up and down running with the player, and the player just ran into her and pushed her, and that is a foul on Stahl. That's a good call. Stahl picks up her first, team foul number 6. Both teams are in a bonus the rest of the way. 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Got to foul somebody, and finally Clark comes up to commit a foul.
Foul number 3, Sierra Clark,
her first, team 7th, and that'll put Suter at the free throw line. It is a bonus situation for Elizabeth Suter. Guess I don't know if she's going to get the second one yet, so I better hold off on that. Free throw coming for Elizabeth Suter. It is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Now here's the huge one, folks. If she can get this one to fall, it makes it a 2-possession game with 6.4 seconds remaining. Here's the free throw. It is off the rim, no good. Ball tipped around. Jump ball possession to BPC. Kylie Norris was there tied up with Brindley Wirt, and it's BPC basketball. 4.6 seconds remaining. Still a 1-possession game. Still a chance here, but BPC gets the ball in bounds, and they'll be fouled, I would imagine. She doesn't need to shoot that, but she did, and that should about end the game. And that's going to end it as Maya Brown unable to get a shot off. They did get the rebound and a chance to throw something, but that's how this one's going to end. 23-20 here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll take a break and be right back with some leading scorers right after this.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helped me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Welcome back to the JoJo's Gaming Parlor postgame show. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also, on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Unofficial scoring totals for the Spartans of BPC, 8 points to lead the way for Kylie Norris. They were just 2 of 6 from the free throw line. I had 8 points for Suter, 6 points for Kylie Norris, and 4 points for Jaitlin Sickles, and 5 points for Elizabeth Gilfillan. For the Ridgewood Spartans, 2 points for Sierra Clark, 3 points for Carmen Stahl, 5 points for Maya Brown, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Alexia Yarbrough had 2, 4 points for Brinley Wirt. She was 0 of 1 from the free throw line, and 4 points for Heidi Leander. We'll get your bald head. Don't you worry, Dave Norton. You will be all over the bald spot. You can see it right now, as a matter of fact. So 3 of 8 for free throws for the Ridgewood Spartans. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live right after a short break.